السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. أما بعد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout the Quran tells us about conversations that will happen in the future, in the unseen, in the hereafter, especially between angels and people. One greeting that the angels will be giving to the believers: طبتم طبتم فادخلوها خالدين. Welcoming them, telling them that you reached a level of being tayyib, and so enter in Jannah forever, dwelling in it forever. So what is طبتم? طاب الشيء. طاب الشيء in Arabic we use it in the food, mainly in the fruit or vegetables. When you say something it becomes tayyib, meaning it reached its peak for the purpose it was created for. Right? So you have a piece of fruit, if you pick it earlier or eat it earlier than it reaches the level of tayyib, then it's bitter. It is not as sweet, or it's not as the taste that it usually is. And if you wait too much, then it spoils. You cannot eat it. It becomes very sour-like or rotten. Okay, so طاب الشيء meaning it reaches its peak, okay, for the purpose that was created for. That is the perfect word for those who are entering Jannah. They reach the peak of being tayyib, meaning that throughout their lives as a human being will all commit sins. And one that will enter Jannah has to be clear of these sins. So you have to get rid of things that makes you tayyib, or that would spoil you to be tayyib. So it has to be getting rid of it. And the purpose that we were created is to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to worship Allah and get closer and closer to Allah. It is a distance that we have with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just a physical distance. Okay? But we have no physical distance between us and the attributes of Allah. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ, and He is with you wherever you are. So the attributes of Allah, we've been reflecting on it every night. It is the manifestation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's attributes all around us. But then there is a journey that we are taking to going back home. And throughout the journey, we have to get rid of the baggage that we have, that spoils the trip. Okay? And most of mankind, they try to carry things with them as they are making the trip. Okay? But they carry the wrong items. Okay? But the believers are throwing away many things and carrying with them that which they are pleased with when they meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is reaching a level of being tayyib. So at the end, that heart that will enter Jannah, it has to be tayyib and salim. Okay, that the heart has to reach a level of being salim. Salim meaning clear of disease, clear that no disease is in it anymore. Okay? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us here, we're starting now the last 10 nights where it is an opportunity to clear these diseases out of our heart. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the tool to do so. Not only that, but the beginning of all of this is the heart itself would have the energy to want to be clean. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is too merciful not to give you something that is so honorable and so good if you truly want it. Okay? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that we would love Him. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that we get to the level of loving Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the ibadat that we are doing and the visitation to our hearts and the issues that each one of us has and see how and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get rid of it. Okay, just take the easy way out. The easy way out is to ask Allah sincerely. Allah will get it for you. That's an easy way out. People like to take the difficult way out. They say, I'm going to do this. Okay, but a believer says, Allah, give me this, and then go on. Go on and do the work. We're not saying not to do the work. The work is a big part of it. But it is working with the heart that is salim, that believe is in the heart, and the work is with the limbs as we are going on. The external, again, the issue we've been talking about it for a long time, the external and the internal. The external is being cleaned, and hopefully it will be clean before we go to the time of death. Okay, it's by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us through difficulty, through sickness, through tribulation, to get rid of things. Even the thorn that will get in your finger is kafara, will take some sins away. Okay? And the work that we need to do inside, it's a lot of work, because this is where everything counts. Okay, because the niyyah, the intention, so forth, is the inside of the heart. That has to be worked on, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cleanse it for us. Okay, حبب إليكم الإيمان وزينه في قلوبكم, made you love Iman. Can you imagine you loving Iman? And it is an ornament in your heart. It's beautifying you from the inside. وَكَرَّهَ إِلَيْكُمْ, and made you hate كُفْرًا فُسُوقًا عِصْيَانًا. And who are those? أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الرَّاشِدُونَ. They are really, and the level of rushd is the same level, if you will, with being tayyib. The level of rushd is the level that you can say mature. Reach maturity, right? You are now, you understand things. You can make decisions. When the orphan, you give them their money when they reach the level of maturity, which is rushd. Okay, similarly. But this is the level of rushd as a believer now. Okay? And when we go to the ayat, okay, of the end of the ayat of as-siyam, okay, that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ. What is the end of the ayah? لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. So they might reach the level of rushd. So it is the days now that by the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will take us to the level of rushd, the level of being tayyib, the level of being a heart that is salim, a level of being eligible to enter Jannah. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أخونا آدم حبيب